Let's do it. So what happened? Hold on. So what happened?
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Here's a diving catch right side. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Leonard in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Tunyon, 46 yards. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with McCaffrey off the option. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
He'll keep it himself.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers have regained the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third at about 7 left.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And this will be taken at the 13.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run the option left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Second and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On first down, they'll go.
Look at this shit, bro.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
He weak as fuck for real.
113 yards for him on
Jonathan Taylor be
now.
saving this nigga,
tough
bro.
man to bring down
This
all
nigga
night.
sorry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
I swear to God, bro, this nigga's a bum without this
work.
nigga, bro. He abuses that run for a reason, bro.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Look at this shit. Over and over again, bro.
Oh,
over and over again, bro.
And
And Mad just get his bitch ass nigga this shit.
Just before the 35.
This shit be pissing me
23
off,
yards
bro.
on the pickup there and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Not gonna keep running that same bullshit on me, bro. Fuck
And
wrong
that was
with
the
him.
position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep
bro, this nigga's so weak, bro. He's so fucking weak,
bro.
bro.
The decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, they'll run it here. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll get into
Bro, I
the
swear to
end
God, he's so
zone.
fucking
Touchdown,
cheesed with that shit, bro.
Indianapolis.
That shit is the
A
wig,
great
bro. That
play
nigga
there.
weak.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 123 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the like. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
Bro, that shit is the wig, bro. Every time, bro. That shit bails him, bro.
A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Colts have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 58 yards. So what a run. And now, you know, they probably started this drive thinking, hey, field goal range, tie it up. Now you might be thinking touchdown.
I think the offensive coordinator has probably switched his attention on his play sheet. Remember, he started out, as you said, field goal. Let's tie this up. Now he's in the touchdown range. Let's dial something up and win this game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.